This presentation is an overview of a staff development plan created by Sharon Mahabir for the Lion Lane School for Early Learning. It was created specifically for EDTC 6342 in spring 2015. However, there are plans to implement this training at the Lion Lane School in fall 2015. This staff development will focus on integrating the existing technology at Lion Lane across subject areas. Teachers will learn strategies to implement this within their own classrooms. My vision for this staff development is to create a learning environment that is interactive and engaging. Teachers are learning from not only the presenter, but also from each other. In addition to the interactive component, actual lessons will be modeled in actual classrooms that successfully integrate technology into various subject areas. Finally, I envision this training as one that offers continuous teacher support. Teachers are able to practice the concepts learned in their own classrooms, utilizing mentor teachers when necessary, and coming back together to reflect on their experiences. Our current staff development system consists of after-school trainings that focus on specific areas of improvement. What works at my school is the level of engagement. Teachers actively participate and are comfortable sharing ideas in front of each other. The area that my school could improve on is making the staff developments an ongoing process. Rather than touching on a specific topic once, making time for teachers to practice and then revisit the topic in the future. This is where I feel that the residency format will be beneficial to teachers at my school. I would like to change the format of this staff development by offering it as a residency. This means that initially teachers will meet after school to get a basic understanding of of the technology integration. However, modeled lessons will then be provided by teachers in the building that have specific areas of expertise when it comes to technology integration. Teachers would then be asked to try at least one of these skills in their classroom for a given period of time, typically a few weeks. Mentors would be provided to support teachers who have additional needs. Teachers would then regroup after school to discuss and reflect on their experiences using technology in the classroom. This discussion is important because it will serve to guide future staff development sessions. In order to provide a relevant and purposeful training, a few things will need to happen. First, mentors will need to be established. That means conducting surveys and interviews with teachers to identify their strong areas in technology integration. The modeled lessons will be determined from this. Second, specific meeting times and days will have to be established. The modeled lessons will have to be broken down into 2 segments, as not all of the teachers can leave their classrooms at once. Finally, the teacher assistant schedule will have to be modified to make sure that adequate coverage is provided during the modeled lessons. This staff development will center around a 3-month residency program. During this time, teachers will meet after dismissal during the allotted staff development time to receive initial instruction on a specific technology integration technique. Later in the week, modeled lessons will be provided to teachers to see this implemented in actual classrooms. For the next 2 to 3 weeks, teachers will have the opportunity to practice in their own classrooms. Mentor support will be provided for teachers who desire additional support and are modeling. Finally, teachers will once again meet to discuss successes and failures in terms of their attempts at technology integration. The information gathered at this meeting will be used to complete 2 more similar cycles in this residency program. This staff development plan creates a focus on using technology as a tool to enhance and support the teaching of other subject areas. The modeled lessons will serve as a way for teachers to see how technology can be connected not only within science and social studies objectives, but also to language arts, math, and socio-emotional objectives as well. This training will provide many opportunities for technology use. Teachers will have the opportunity to practice for several weeks within their own classrooms. As problems arise, teachers can call on mentors for help. Together, teachers and mentors can plan additional lessons to use with the students. One goal of this residency is to provide teachers with many opportunities for targeted practice. In alignment with adult learning theory, this training will focus on the following. The discussions and lessons will center around its relevance to teachers. Why would implementing this be important? The learners will have control over how they implement this lesson. Perhaps they only feel comfortable implementing one new strategy. Maybe they are ready to try several things. Peer and mentor feedback will be an important part of the training. Feedback allows teachers to see what they are doing well and what might need to be adjusted. Teachers will have opportunities for self-reflection. What went well? What do they need more training to implement successfully? Finally, follow-ups are a key part of the residency. How is this working? What else do we need to address to be successful in implementing technology? In regard to curriculum-specific applications, the goal of this training will ultimately be to positively affect student learning. Teachers, as a result of this training, will learn new strategies to use with students. In addition, during the initial introduction of this training, pre-K technology objectives will be reviewed so that teachers can see how easily these can be addressed while focusing on the other subject areas. As a result of this training, teachers will be able to apply new technology skills. The mastery of these skills will allow for additional teachers to become technology leaders on the campus. The more technology knowledgeable people there are on a campus, the greater chances of that campus successfully integrating technology seamlessly into the school day. Collegial learning will be an integral part of this training. Teachers learn best from each other. Teachers will have many opportunities, from group discussions to modeled lessons to independent practice, to collaborate with each other in a meaningful way. The residency format lends itself a great deal to active participation. Teachers are actively engaged in the modeled lessons. Teachers then have the opportunity to try out their new learning in a learn it and try it format. Finally, because teachers will have a say in what their needs are and what they will ultimately focus on, they are more likely to take an active role in the training. Learning to implement technology really is an ongoing process. As we become experts using one form of technology, another is always created. For this reason, this training will focus on teachers continuously developing new skills. These skills will also often tie into the new technology goals that teachers must set for themselves in fulfillment of district requirements. As more and more teachers acquire new skills, they in turn become mentors for those who are still learning. This puts our school in a good place for continued technology integration across subject areas. Sufficient time will be needed to successfully implement this training. 6 meetings will need to be scheduled during staff development time. This is not foreseen to be a problem, as campus administrators are nearly always in support of training opportunities. Modeled lessons will also have to be accounted for as well. They will consist of 3 separate days, and then each day will require 2 45-minute blocks to accommodate all teachers. Time will also have to be provided to mentors during the teacher implementation phase. Mentors will have to be available to meet with teachers, observe lessons, and offer guidance as necessary. Currently, there are 3 teachers on campus that can provide technical assistance to teachers. In addition, the Technology Service Department usually provides assistance to teachers within 48 hours. It is my hope, though, that upon completion of this staff development, more experts will be created on campus, which will in turn offer a greater support system. Our administration consists of the director, Cherie Cantrell, and assistant director, Dana Dale. Both directors have shown to be in full support of technology integration and implementation in our school. As a member of the CIT committee, I know that one of our campus goals set forth by administration is to create more technology leaders on campus. This training would definitely support this goal. At least one principal also is always present at all staff development sessions. The administration team really has proven to be completely in support of the staff development sessions that are given to teachers. In terms of technology devices, our school is very well equipped. Currently, every teacher has an active board, 3 netbooks, 2 iPads, and 5 iPods. In the upcoming school year, the iPods and netbooks will be replaced with 12 Asus Android tablets. One area in which our school is lacking, however, is professional guides to technology use. I've not been able to find professional books geared specifically to early childhood. However, I have suggested that our campus purchase the following books: Instructional Technology for Teaching and Learning, and Instructional Technology and Media for Learning. These would be a good start to building our professional library of books supporting technology integration. A substantial amount of funding to our school is invested in classroom technology devices. As mentioned before, our district is rolling out a new technology update to replace aging technology with more current devices. I am also proposing that a portion of our school funding be invested in teacher training for the devices. The devices, after all, only become useful if the teachers are adequately using them with students. Throughout this training, evaluations will be occurring. Formative evaluation will occur when surveying teachers on classroom strengths and weaknesses. In addition, feedback will be given at the end of each cycle to determine the current needs of teachers. Summative evaluations will take place upon completion of the residency. 2 surveys will be given. One will be given to teachers, which will assess how this training has affected their classroom practices and attitudes toward technology. It will also gather information on what worked from the training and what didn't. Another survey will be given to administrators that gauges the effectiveness of this training on classroom use of technology, collaboration among teachers, and the creation of new campus technology leaders. The staff development plan was reviewed by Mrs. Dale, the assistant director at Lion Lane. Her comments were largely supportive, no major setbacks were anticipated, and a tentative implementation date of September 2015 was suggested. As a result of the administrative review, I will not be making changes at this time. However, I will soon be asking for teacher input as well as I gauge the campus's technology needs and put together specific training materials.